Hi, thank you. Can we circle back to your other hat as supply chain czar, for lack of a on the trucker issue, the Teamsters have said that these truckers should be unionized, should be treated like other stakeholders. Do you agree with that? Should they be able to unionize?
Well, you know, we're very pro-union. One of the things we're proud of is how this legislation will create more good-paying union jobs, and I think truckers who are unionized have more of those protections in terms of their health, in terms of their compensation, and that has a lot of benefits in terms of their effectiveness. Look, if you have an industry with 90% turnover, 90% per year turnover at the larger employers of truckers, there's clearly an issue with the quality of the job. And one tool for improving the quality of that job is union representation.
The administration has been silent on the Teamsters' specific call for this. So you're endorsing the short-haul truck drivers?
I don't know if you're applying that to a particular employer, but what I would say is that you know, we believe in what unions can do to enhance the standing of workers in any industry, and but also for independent truck drivers. I mean, it's very clear that there's an issue with what happens when they get to the gate of a port, for example, and that largely has to do with compensation structures across the industry that are over and above what the union issue speaks to.
Do you think the bottlenecks are still in Los Angeles and Long Beach, or are they moving in the most recent weeks as steps have been taken to sort of ease the congestion?
So I think we've certainly seen, yeah, we've seen some steps that are, we think, making a big difference there in terms of moves to clear the containers, obviously the 24/7 ops. But look, the bottom line is, and I think this is important, not everybody may be following this, it's not that the ports are moving less goods, that they've somehow been less able to move. They're moving more goods than ever. It's just that it's still not keeping up with the demand. National Retail Federation predicts an all-time record high this year, and that's enormous pressure. And whenever you have enormous pressure on a system, you will find the weakest links in that system. And that, frankly, could pop up at any juncture around the U.S., which is why we're very focused on L.A. Long Beach, because that's 40% of the containers coming in. But you know, anywhere, including 1,000 miles inland, at some multimodal facility that's gummed up. I mean, anywhere in the country you can see these issues.
So are they not the bottleneck anymore? Are they not the bottleneck anymore, or is it moving to different?
I was saying it's not a matter of the bottleneck, right? It's a matter, I mean, anywhere, literally anywhere in our economy, there is a relationship between a manufacturer, a shipper, and a retailer. There are 1,000 points in that chain where something can go wrong, and we're seeing a lot of those points reveal themselves because of the enormous demand, the constraints on supply, the outdated infrastructure that it all runs across, and then the fact that the pandemic is poking holes in all of the above, which is why the other thing I think is important to point out, having seen shortages in, you know, started with toilet paper, then it was beef last year, the best way to end a pandemic-related shortage is to end the pandemic, and that's why the vaccine push is so important.
Okay, great, thank you so
Thanks.
much. Thank you.
Thanks again, really great being with you.